Alright, everybody, what is up? It has been way too long. We haven't posted a video since definitely before the whole COVID lockdown here in Michigan, so a good 3 months. So I'm sorry to any of our fans. Many of you are probably very happy that you haven't had to deal with my really bad dad jokes or my foul mouth. That's also fine. I respect that. So what have we been up to? Well, let's see. I retired from tattooing. I've been doing it for about 18 years. Loved what I did and everything. I've been in 2 serious car accidents in the past year and a half, and they've just really started to take their toll on my body. Me and my wife, both of us, our bodies. My wife's knees are wrecked, and my back, my neck, and my left shoulder are not what they used to be. So it's really hard. It was getting really hard. My arthritis, well, they call it arthritis. That's what your insurance does whenever you get a serious injury like that that's not like a chipped bone or just immediately hemorrhaged something or other. So call it arthritis, and then it just gets worse. I'm 35 years old, so now I have an arthritic spine, arthritic neck, and a supposedly no good shoulder socket that was just supposedly that way before, but never had any problems with it. So I'll put some pictures on the screen just so you guys see that was the second one. The one before that was a Ford Excursion. Drunk driver T-boned us, and it's just, man, like we just can't win with that one. So we were doing some recovering for a while from that, and after COVID, well, during COVID, I'd always wanted to maybe one day get into building guns, running my own FFL business of some sort, and I had never really narrowed it down to exactly what, but that's what I decided to pursue. So I'm gonna be a home-based FFL from now on. Still gonna do reviews and everything for you guys. Especially because now I'm gonna be selling the products to people. Not that I was ever dishonest with you guys before, but I just same basic principle. It's like I don't want to sell shit that I wouldn't use. So that's where we're gonna be at. But the mainstay of what I'm gonna do every day, in case you're wondering, FFL transfers, all the little things. But I'm going to be building my own line of AK-47s. This one here is our initial launch model, and what we're going to call this is going to be the designation AKM-BR for Battle Rifle 1, version 1. So the version 1, this is the prototype. This one is in paint. It was just sandblasted and painted, nothing fancy. We are going to offer various different finishes like Duracoat, Parkerizing. I feel like it's probably going to be the most popular one just because Parkerizing is pretty classic, but we'll have Duracoat finishes available, things like that. But that's going to be my mainstay, and we're going to have some videos coming up on that. I'm hoping to get out this weekend and do some shooting because finally, with shipping being so crazy, I finally got all the machinery in to finish everything that I needed to finish. This is the second prototype. First prototype didn't quite make it, but it was a really good learning process. I've worked with people on stuff before. I've messed with AKs before. I've even done some building on them before, but I'd never gotten to just completely screw around with it by myself where it wasn't somebody else's shit, and so I bought, I used my savings to buy stock of everything, put it all together. I've remodeled my facility here into a complete little factory, and so you might be asking yourself, what is gonna be so special about what you're doing compared to some of the other guys? And you know, in honest man talk here, I'd like to say, you know, if we're talking about the other guys like Rifle Dynamics and you know, other good companies making really high quality builds, I hope not a whole lot. We are putting together rifles from imported parts kits. We're making them 922R compliant and then some. And we're taking them as far as we can go with modernizing and making them more functional rifles for today, if you will. I've always been a big fan of the tactical type stuff. We will have models, you know, in wood that as we get it in that are worth refinishing. You know, I'll definitely, you know, have some classics available and stuff like that, and that'll be a different model. But this is just where we're starting. This particular batch that we have coming out right now, within the next few months, will be Romanian parts kits on a Polish receiver. I went with the Polish receivers, you know, because Robski, you know, he spoke so highly of them, and you know, I gotta say they were nice. You know what I mean? I'm still, I think, a bigger fan of the AK Builder receivers, to be honest with you. They're heat-treated ones, just the plain heat-treated, I think, are still just a little bit easier to work with than these were. These came black nitrided, or not nitrided, it's just like a black oxide coating, and I stripped all that anyway, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. But going front to back, you know, we've got a nice 3-chamber brake, pretty traditional, some top porting on it, your traditional front sights. UTG makes this, UTG Pro, I should say, because, you know, a lot of people that have been around long enough know that a lot of UTG stuff used to be made in China. UTG Pro is actually made here in Michigan, and I'm very, very happy to be supporting some local Michigan stuff. So this is the UTG Pro extended AK-47 handguard. They have different models for Chinese and Romanian, and, you know, whatever, etc., etc. You know, it's all based on where your sling swivel is. But these are great. I had high hopes for them, and they knocked it out of the park, because the way this system works is there's a small separating block that goes in between the gas tube and the barrel that you just put the slightest amount of pressure on, so it's not doing like any sort of deviating, because this is already not a free floating system anyway. And then the two pieces clamp together. Like when you initially put them together, there's a gap between the two of them, but when you tighten it down, it brings everything together. So the two are playing against each other and giving you this rock solid mounting surface that's not going anywhere. It's got a really nice little transitional piece here. A lot of people like to hold their gun right there, and that could give you a really positive feel. It just feels good in the hand. And then also, you know, the key mod is going to give you the opportunity for flashlights, hand guards, you know, scout style optics, red dots, whatever you want to do. And you can absolutely still see your sights. If you ran a low, like pistol style red dot, you would probably be able to see right through it and still see your sights too. So very, very cool piece. Very happy that we can have that on here. Like I said, Polish receivers. Oops, I'm knocking other parts off the table. Sorry, I got some Parkerized stuff going here on another one. But Polish receiver, Romanian parts kit. This one here is a 1968, actually. Appropriately ribbed dust cover. We've got, in these first batch, I was lucky enough to get a ton of ALG triggers. So we got ALG triggers, we got fine group triggers. They're all going to be a little extra even beyond that. That we're going to polish them and we're going to curve them. So we're going to take the ridges out of the hammer, so you're not going to get any of that hang up. This is actually just a regular factory one, and you can still see it's smooth glass. But if you try, you can probably get it to hang up, like right there. Now, when you round the trigger and polish it, it's like, you know, that goes away. So we've also got we've developed a simple but effective extended safety here. We just take a nice steel washer, pound it over, grind it, mill it to fit, so that it's not excessive and there's no edges sticking out. Pardon me. And then we drill and rivet it to the original. Well, these would be, I guess, what we would consider fully automatic safeties. Fully automatic safeties do not interact with the ALG triggers. I haven't built any with the 5 triggers yet. We'll find out when we get there. But as you can see, there's no risk of it riding up and firing the gun even when the dust cover is off. You could have complete rotation and no issues. Inside, Romanian parts, all matching. We do add a buffer just to, appease people and, hopefully extend the longevity of your rifle. And beyond that, we've got a Hogue grip and the Archangel buttstock, which is absolutely one of my favorites. It's got the adjustable cheek riser, which I think is like one of the best because it just works, man. Like this dot I have on here right now is just a cheap True Glow, and it's kind of high, and right there, boom, perfect cheek weld, none of that chin weld. I'm a really short guy, little dude, so all the way in is for me, but you got plenty of adjustment if you want to take it out. And this thing is rugged, I feel like you could beat on these and not have any issues. It feels very, very solid. I'm super happy with these. It's just a quality mold. So right off rip, things we've done, things we've gone through, let's see. I sat and I learned every single way to do this possible. The hillbilly way, the measuring way, the drill press way, the lathe way, which I feel like credit due being where it is. Everything I've pretty much ever learned about these, I owe a huge shout out to Mel64D. If you ever want to learn how to build AK-47s and make the huge investment in doing it, in a fashion such as this, that guy has more information than you can ever watch on his channel, and it is just all quality. The guy's a genius. So that being said, I owe him a lot because I have spent a lot of hours on his page in the past learning things and never giving him a good solid shout out. But here we are, like I said, every little thing we've done, we've done it right, we've done it wrong, we've messed it up, we've fixed it, we've been through it all at this point. And that was the fun part of all the prototyping, is just now if any problem ever comes up, any inconsistency, anything weird ever happens, we know exactly how to fix it. So every rifle that's going to come out of here, which is go be in a slow fashion. I'm one guy, I'm going to be building these in small batches, and they're mostly going to be available probably locally at first, and I will sell some stuff on Arms List. So I will be doing some shipping, but like I said, it's going to be relatively small time for now. But all of this is going to be the quality that I would want for myself. Nothing is going to leave my facility here that would have any sort of hiccup that I wouldn't want. If I would be upset about receiving it, you will not. So, and they're all going to have a warranty. I haven't landed on how to do that yet and word it out, but everything's going to be warranted as well. So, but that's what I've been up to, guys. Can't tattoo anymore. Well, I could. It just was causing me a lot of pain. I had fun doing it, for all those years. And I just decided, like I said, I spent 3 months in quarantine lockdown with my wife. I had fun hanging out with her. She works from home, so now I'm going to work from home too, and I'm going to build AKs. It's going to be my main thing, and other FFL type stuff along with it. And so I hope you will follow us on that adventure. I know my videos sometimes are a little, on the informative, long-winded, bullshitty, a lot of yada yada talky side, so I appreciate you guys putting up with that too. But stay tuned. Hopefully, like I said, we'll have a video on this coming up soon this weekend. I'm really hoping it's gonna run like a fat kid towards cake. So I think it will. Head spacing is good. Head spacing's good and on the tight side. So really, really excited about that. All right, guys. Well, as always, thank you so much for tuning in. Come back, check us out, like, subscribe, and tell your friends, man. We've had some success here on YouTube, but we'd like to grow and go bigger. So be safe, have fun out there. I'll see you guys soon.